Her memory clearly tells her that she had a schoolgirl crush on Mr. Robson. So she can't understand why it's Miss Armstrong she can't shake from her mind. And so she spends her days cycling around this city, avoiding all contact with boys and wearing an oversized motorcycle helmet so that she doesn't have to see the reflection of her face in the puddles of tears she has cried. And each time she flies, she compulsively closes her eyes that moment the plane touches down, because she believes that in that puff of smoke released by the fusion of rubber and tarmac, that a miracle occurs somewhere in the world. And perhaps today, maybe when she opens her eyes, she'll suddenly and miraculously understand this fascination with guys, and that puff of smoke will have erased Miss Armstrong once and for all. Because each way she turns, the enemy lurks in the night, and through painful experience, she has gained insight that it's not only those who are cloaked in white who make it their personal business to expose her. No, see, she has discovered that beneath the surface of many exists a deceptively destructive homophobia. And no, I don't mean the obvious kind. I'm talking faux like faux fur, like, oh, you're a lesbian. Oh, wow, that's great. I've got a second cousin who's gay, so I'm like fully okay. He talks normal and everything. He's a really cool guy, so whatever you want to do is whatever, it's fine. We had gay neighbours when I was growing up, and we used to have them over for dinner all the time. So it's all good by me. I mean, whatever, it's great. So yeah, good for you. Good for you. Good for you. And every well-intended word that flies upon misguided arrows manages to miss the mark entirely, instead embedding itself firmly into the side of a barn wall so wide it could house all the queers in the world. A barn wall that is stained with all the blood-red letters of all those nasty words that hover just beneath the surface, just behind that smokescreen of pseudo-acceptance. And no matter the makeup of the word or the inference, the message comes through each time loud and clear that she is different. And so she lies awake late at night, counting black sheep and thinking of the time that she kissed her best friend at a party, and how suddenly the puzzle pieces all align, and the sparks, no, they did not fly, they merely just pulled all up around her, building up high until up to her tightly closed eyelids she was bathed in light. And in her bliss she is barely even aware of the stares and the hoots and hollers and the frat boy cheers of her boyfriend and his mates, snapping away with their cell phone cameras, pleased as punch, thinking all of their Christmases had come at once. So she doesn't understand why, when he was so into it at the time, he called her a stupid dyke bitch when they broke up a few weeks down the line. And it's getting so bad she's lost count of the times she's stood on a rickety old platform way up high above a thermal hot pool in her hometown, just waiting for that soul-cleansing steam to blow her way, engulf her face and lift her high up off the ground. She instinctively knows that the clouds don't care whether she likes boys or girls, because clouds are merely the ghosts of the water that flows through us all. The water that was once a glacier-fed river, a drop in the ocean, a eutrophic lake, or just a muddy puddle of tears. As she turns her bike for home, she casts her eyes skyward. Looks like it might rain.